with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, this has been a topic of discussion for the longest time. For the longest time. Oh, for the longest time. All right, that's enough. I might get copyright strike. Keep singing that. But anyways, for the longest time, load management has been a topic of discussion within the NBA. The only sport that really does this. Only professional sport that does this. I don't see this in the NFL. I don't see this in football. I don't know about soccer, but I don't see it in football, baseball. I say NFL and football. Don't see it. I don't even see it in hockey. Maybe they do in hockey. I don't know, but I never heard of it in hockey or baseball or even football. Can't do it in football. Some dudes will go out there with a torn calf muscle and try to take their team to the Super Bowl. So, anyways, this year, man, I thought with Adam Silver, I thought with Adam Silver putting these rules out here of saying these guys got to play a certain amount of games so they can be eligible for awards and all this other stuff. Well, I guess it ain't working too well. Load management has gone too far this season. But before I begin with that, I'd like to thank all the subscribers out there for watching these videos, being in the comment section, getting rid of putting these stands to bed, making them feel terrible about themselves. Shout out to all you. I cannot get to all of you. I can't single-handedly get to all because there's so many of y'all now. But shout out to every subscriber that constantly has been in the comment section, constantly watch the videos, like the videos, all that. I'm very gracious of that. And I know some of y'all like my intro. That was the point. I wanted to make you guys laugh. But anyways, shout out to all the subscribers out there, and let's begin. Because this whole load management, man. Just yesterday, it was announced that Giannis was going to miss another week due to a calf strain. So that means no All-Star for him. Who's he going to be replaced by? Who knows? I was very interested to actually see this now that these teams that came out and Charles, Chuck, and Kenny picked their teams, and Chuck basically picking a foreign team. Now that Giannis is not going to be playing, I don't know who's going to replace him. Kind of puts a damper on it. But regardless, he's going to be out until after the All-Star game. But the last time he played was against Memphis a week ago. He seemed fine to me. It seemed very fine to me. And all of a sudden, I got a calf strain. I had to blame. This load management has to be blamed on some of the medical staff and just the demeanor and the mentality of these guys today that are playing. It just on Saturday night, I was actually thinking about going to this game. Thankfully, I didn't go to this game. Denver Nuggets and Phoenix Suns played. Guess who didn't play? No Kevin Durant. So, and this always goes back to this, especially on the road. Because this actually did happen, I think it was 2 seasons ago with Jimmy Butler. There was a kid from, I think, South America. I forgot where he's from Brazil somewhere. Came all the way up from South America to Miami to go watch Jimmy Butler. And guess what? Jimmy Butler's not playing. Luckily, Jimmy Butler made it up to the kid and ended up showing out after. That's almost a side of Jimmy Butler we forgot after all the crash outs before he got traded to Golden State. But regardless, these guys sit out way too many premier games. Way too many games, period. We look at Joel Embiid, right? He played yesterday against my Milwaukee Bucks. Actually, it's one of the few times they had Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid out there, and they still get crunched. But I'm wondering, okay, if your knee was a problem, wasn't a problem before when he was in the Olympics. Now it's a problem now. I don't. Bigger, faster, stronger. Bigger, faster, stronger. That's what they always say. Bigger, faster, stronger. Right? But these guys don't show it. They don't show it at all. Where's the bigger, faster, stronger at? How can you call these guys bigger, faster, stronger when they can't even play 82 games? 80 out indefinitely until further notice. I saw the injury. It didn't look like nobody hit him. What it could be, this groin or what? He's out. Again. Where's the bigger, faster, stronger at? And it's the superstars, of course. It's the superstars. Calf strings. It's always the convenient calf strings, too. Oh, he has a calf strain. What do you mean he has a calf strain? It's like the most generic injury these players are having nowadays. It's either a calf strain or something like that, or illness. I think it was like back in December, Nikola Jokic out, illness. LeBron out, illness. And he'd be out for like multiple games. And then look at Luka Doncic right now. How many games has Luka played this year? Because he's part of this as well. Let's see. I think he's supposed to play today. First time with the Lakers. The first time since December. Just look at all these superstars and how many games they played so far this season. Last time Luka played was on Christmas Day. That's the last time he played. He's been out for almost a month and a half. I want to know how many games he played this year. So far this year, he has played 22 games. Played 22 games this season. Look at Kevin Durant. I'm looking at all these players, how many games they played this season. Looking at all the superstars. Right quick. Luka played 22 games. Kevin Durant has played 39 games this season. How many games had he played so far this season, actually? Let's see here. It's going to be different for everybody because everybody has played a different amount of games. Like the Bucks and Lakers have played less games because games were canceled. Let's see here. This is not what I wanted. Looking at the standings. She was. So 42 and 10. So that would be 52 games so far. So these guys have played around 50 something games already. And half of them, it's ridiculous. Kevin Durant played, 39 games. See how many games Giannis played this year. Season so far. Let's take a minor. This thing is acting so slow. Damn it. Played 41 games out of 50. I think so far. But these guys missed so many games, it's not even funny. And was it Saturday night? Utah starting lineup didn't play because they played it back to back. Crazy. They sat out pretty much almost the whole starting lineup against the Clippers on Saturday night because they played it back to back with the Suns. It's like, what? I don't get it. Utah Jazz are not going anywhere. Why are y'all low managing young players? That's another thing. I think Greg Popovich and the Spurs set off a terrible terrible example for the future because he started all this load management, which I got at the time. Tim Duncan was a little bit old. He's getting over. They was trying to preserve him. And then it trickled down to Kawhi. Kawhi just ran off with it. And now all these guys are doing it. But I'm not even playing. The whole Utah Jazz starting five didn't play on Saturday night against the Clippers. They all sat up because they played the back-to-back. I know I got some older subscribers in here that remember when these players used to play back-to-back playoff games. You can go back even further to the 60s where they played 3 games in a row. These guys are way too pampered. Guys are way too pampered. They get all the amenities, massage. They get everything: massages, food, all this stuff. They get it all. I can't believe it. This mess is ridiculous. It really is. None of these dudes can play through injury. A minor injury, they gotta sit out. So how can I put these guys in front of the players from the past where they can't even last 82 games? They're not as strong as those plumbers and firemen who played in Chuck Taylors. How? How can I put these guys in front of the players of the past when they can't even last? When they made out of tissue paper and gummy worms and soy milk, and probably drink soy milk. And like I said before, soy milk is not good for men. Gummy worms and tissue paper. That's what these guys made of. Podcast Pinky P. He always out. Kawhi, always out. We know that already. That's his default setting right there is always out. AD gonna be out. Luka's always out. LeBron be faking crap. That's the funny thing about LeBron. Bigger, faster, stronger, but you out because of ankle soreness. I'm not even gonna get into that. Because my whole thought is like, all right, just retire, my guy. Stop wasting time. They be having DNP's rest. DNP's rest. What you resting for? Joel Embiid, I ain't gonna play back-to-backs no more. Zion, I ain't gonna play back-to-backs no more. Zion's 24 years old. These guys don't love the game. They just love the money. And I said this time and time again and before. These guys love the money, love the fame. They don't really love playing basketball like that. They don't have a just, I want to play this game all the time. I'll play this game on one leg. They're not built like that. They're not. I myself will go out there. Maybe when I was a little bit younger, not so much now. And not because I'm getting older, because what am I going to make more money off on? Playing pickup basketball or working at my job. So I just can't go out there and be reckless, and you get it. I can't be out there and be reckless because you mess up something, that's time off. But regardless of that, I still have the willpower, even with, let's say if I sprain my ankle, I'm still going out there with a mild sprained ankle. That ain't gonna stop me. I can play basketball with a torn picky ligament. Yes, it ain't no fun. It hurts. You hit something the wrong way, that whole hand is just inflamed. But I went out there back hurting, ankles hurting, Achilles hurting, knees hurting. Shoot, I even played when I was sick one time. I think I had like a minor cold. That's like one of those fever. I don't know why I did that. I had a fever and I still went out there and played basketball. I think one of the reasons I went out there to still play because I thought I was going to drain out the sweat, drain out all the sickness and sweat. I actually ended up working. So I woke up the next day fine. But when I was younger, it was hard to stop me from playing. I loved playing basketball. Loved it. Had a desire for it. And these guys, I don't think they had that desire for it. I don't think they have a desire of a Kobe Bryant no more. A desire to win, desire to be out there. Kevin Durant speaks that good stuff, talking about I just want to play basketball, but I don't believe you. This whole load management thing is really another reason why the NBA is where it is right now. That's why I respect some of these football players, because some of them do be playing hurt, minor injuries, still go out there and give it a all. I never forget when Aaron Rodgers went out there, partially torn calf muscle, and still went out there and almost went to the Super Bowl on it. But then again, I almost forget sometimes that Giannis did miss a couple of games in their championship playoff run. Came back out there ahead of schedule and went out there and played. But I also still think I don't think still has that same desire anymore. That's the difference between the players now and the players today. Players back then, just because they won one, don't mean it's over. They wanted to keep winning. They wanted more and more. Some of these guys are just fine, just getting a paycheck. But anyways, I don't know who today plays in the league who mirrors that desire to play, desire to win like that. Shea, maybe, I don't know, maybe someone like that. I don't know, cause I don't see what these other superstars. But anyways, load management has gone out of control. I don't like it. It's bad for the product. It has been bad for the product. It tells the fans pretty much F you. And you know what? He knows another player now I'm thinking of right now. It was a former superstar himself. That he's probably the last of a dying breed. Cause I always forget. I don't forget about him, but I do remember him. We all remember he's still playing the league now. Russell Westbrook is one of those players that he's always suiting up to play. I think there's only been a few times when he wasn't out there to play, and I think that's when he messed up his knee a couple years back. But other than that, that guy, Russell, say what you want about Russ. Russ is an Iron Man. Let me look up something with Russ right quick before I log off on here. Let's see Russell Westbrook right quick. Because everybody always gives him big flack. But I don't give him big flack. Because he don't deserve it. Never thought he did. I think everybody went overboard. And I don't know what the hell my computer is doing right now. Ever since Russ was drafted in the league in 2008, played 82 games his first 3 years. Played in 66 games, 2011, 2012. I think that was the lockout season. So he played all 66 of those games. Played in all 82 games, 46 games. I think that's when he had the injury. Played 67 games the next year. Played 80 games the 15-16 season. 16-17 season only missed one game. 17-18 season missed 2 games. 18-19 season played 73 games. The Houston season, that was the bubble season. He played in all 57 games he can play in. Played in 65 games. That season was shortened also. With the Lakers, missed 4 games. With the Lakers and Clippers, the year he got traded, he played in 73 games. Last year, he played in 68 games. And they don't have how many games he played this far so far. But this guy has pretty much showed up for work in most of his years in the NBA. I never heard of Westbrook low managing at all because he's an absolute competitor on the court. So Russ is pretty much a last of a dying breed out there. And like I said before, maybe the next new crop of players coming in or coming up, maybe they'll end this. Who knows? I thought it would end as soon as this current crop of players coming up, but you got, like I said, you got Zion. He ain't playing back to backs. And he knows another person that's been sitting out a lot of games, Ja Morant. But like I said, hopefully the new crop of players like Wemby and the rest of these guys, maybe they set a different precedent. But who knows? We'll see.